Before we had FormPiper in our store, we were that typical store where we were having multiple financiers, filling out different forms, faxing, on the internet, all sorts of different things, and it was just confusing and all over the place. Errors were happening in the application process. We were then getting rejections when we shouldn't have gotten rejections. When we had contracts, there were errors in the contracts. It was just like a mess. And it's the normal people stuff that happens. And it's just when you have that redundancy where you got to do the same thing over and over and over again, errors occur. And that's what was happening in our store. So what just convinced me to go with FormPiper is just the ease, because like I said, we were having all of these issues, all of these redundancies, and I was just, please give me something that at a minimum gets rid of the errors in all of the things that we were doing. And by the way, if I can save some time, that would be frosting on the cake. Working with the FormPiper team is wonderful because I'm always looking for that personal touch. I don't want to hear a recording. I don't want to be referred to a website with the questions and answers and go search and all that kind of stuff. And so personally, when I need help, I call Katie, and Katie answers the phone and I go, Katie, this is the situation. And for our store, Katie and I know, she knows the personality of my store, and we don't always do things right the first time. And so I love it that Katie watches, maintains, then reaches out to my managers to make sure that things were done right, and just all the checks and balances that Katie does. I love it. So I love that personal touch. So the measurable impact, I think there's the two measurable impacts. One is the errors, because we were losing money when we had those errors in there. It's either like time, because we had to redo it, or literally lost the contract because it failed, we couldn't get it re-signed, whatever, and now it goes through, and it goes through solid every time. We don't lose it on an error. The second thing is the time, and that is that redundancy of inputting that information over and over and over and over again. We don't have that problem. We just put it in once, boom, it goes through there all the way through, and we get our results. And obviously Susie likes that too. And so we got that time savings as a result, which was huge. So instead of taking 10, 20, 30 minutes, within minutes, we've got it all done. Here, what surprised us most was how quickly we got on board and it worked. That was phenomenal. It wasn't this long process that we had to go through. We turned it on, they showed us how to use it. It was really easy, and before you know it, we were running with it, and it was like on the second day, it was as if we've been doing this forever. If you're even considering FormPiper, bringing it in as a service into your business, all I gotta ask, two questions. Are you having problems with errors in your forms and all that kind of stuff? Or are you having too much time putting all that information in and you like to decrease it? If you're looking to improve either one of those, you gotta do it. In one sentence, FormPiper has streamlined a system that was so complicated into a simple process and eliminated errors.